Infanta Sofía vs Princess Leonor, who is more prepared to rule Spain. The royal rivalry that could shape Spain's future. At first glance, they look like any pair of sisters, laughing together, whispering secrets, occasionally stealing glances at each other during public events. But beneath the polished smiles, tailored uniforms, and perfectly choreographed appearances lies a question that fascinates royal watchers across the world. Between Infanta Sofía and Princess Leonor, who is truly more prepared to rule Spain? It's a question that sparks debate in royal circles, stirs emotions among supporters, and fuels endless online discussions. While the Spanish constitution clearly names Princess Leonor as the future queen, many observers can't help but wonder, is the younger sister, Infanta Sofía, secretly just as capable, or even more so? From their childhood upbringing inside the royal palace to their contrasting personalities, education paths, public roles, and emotional intelligence, the journey of these two sisters reveals a story far more complex than a simple line of succession. This is not just a story about royal titles. It is a story about destiny versus preparation, tradition versus transformation, and two young women growing into the roles that will define Spain's monarchy for decades to come. So let's step inside the royal palace, behind the cameras, beyond the official statements, and uncover the truth. Who is really more prepared to rule Spain, Infanta Sofía or Princess Leonor? The weight of a crown, understanding what it means to rule Spain. To understand who is more prepared, we must first understand what ruling Spain truly means. Being Queen of Spain is not about luxury, fashion, or ceremonial appearances. It is a role steeped in history, responsibility, diplomacy, political sensitivity, and public service. The Spanish monarch serves as head of state, symbol of national unity, diplomatic representative abroad, guardian of constitutional values. The monarch must inspire confidence, stability, empathy, strength, and moral leadership. Every word, gesture, and decision carries enormous weight. Now imagine being told from birth, "One day, this will all be yours." This is the reality Princess Leonor has lived with since the moment she was born. Princess Leonor, born into destiny. Princess Leonor of Spain was born on October 31, 2005, and from that very moment, her life changed forever. As the firstborn daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, she instantly became heir presumptive to the Spanish throne. Unlike her younger sister, Leonor did not grow up with the luxury of anonymity. Every step, every word, every expression was scrutinized, analyzed, and archived. From childhood, Leonor was trained not just as a princess but as a future queen. Her education, discipline, public behavior, speech training, emotional restraint, and diplomatic preparation were carefully crafted with one purpose: to prepare her to lead Spain. Early signs of leadership. Even as a child, Leonor demonstrated a calm maturity beyond her years. While most children struggled to remain composed in formal environments, Leonor displayed poise, discipline, and emotional intelligence. Her speeches, delivered with clarity and grace at a young age, stunned the nation. Her ability to memorize, interpret, and deliver complex messages showed a remarkable level of cognitive and emotional development. She wasn't just learning to speak. She was learning to lead. Infanta Sofía, the unexpected powerhouse. Infanta Sofía, born on April 29, 2007, arrived into the world without the heavy burden of immediate succession. Unlike Leonor, Sofía was not raised with the constant reminder that she would one day sit on the throne. And yet, ironically, this freedom may have become her greatest strength. While Leonor carried the weight of destiny, Sofía grew up in an environment that allowed her to develop her personality more naturally. This gave her emotional freedom, greater expressiveness, social confidence, a relaxed public presence. Over time, observers began noticing something fascinating. Sofía appeared more spontaneous, approachable, and emotionally open. And in a modern monarchy, these traits matter more than ever. Education. Two paths, one goal. Both sisters were educated at the prestigious Santa Maria de los Rosales School in Madrid before continuing their studies abroad at the UWC Atlantic College in Wales, a global institution known for shaping future world leaders. However, their educational journeys diverged sharply after that. Leonor's elite military training, As future queen, Leonor is required to undergo full military training, just as her father did. This includes army training, naval instruction, Air Force education. This is no symbolic role. It involves physical endurance, leadership drills, discipline, hierarchy, and operational strategy. Through this training, Leonor is not only learning defense protocols, she is learning command. She is being molded to lead troops, understand military command, handle national defense strategy, represent Spain's armed forces. This training prepares her for one of the monarchy's most serious responsibilities, defending the state. Sofia's civilian academic excellence. Sofía, on the other hand, is following a more academic and socially oriented educational path. Her studies emphasize international relations, languages, social sciences, global diplomacy, humanitarian values. This makes Sofía deeply equipped for public engagement, international diplomacy, cultural exchange, social leadership. While Leonor prepares for command, Sofía prepares for connection. And in today's world, connection is power. Public presence, poise versus natural charm. One of the biggest differences between the sisters lies in their public behavior. Leonor, precision and discipline. Princess Leonor's public presence is defined by controlled posture, carefully structured speech, reserved facial expressions, formal etiquette. Every appearance feels meticulously planned. She rarely deviates from protocol. This gives her a regal, authoritative aura, perfect for monarchy. But it also creates a certain emotional distance. Sofía, warmth and emotional accessibility. Infanta Sofía radiates warmth. She smiles easily, laughs freely, interacts naturally, and expresses emotions openly. Her gestures appear genuine, unforced, and spontaneous. People relate to Sofía. She feels human. And in a modern monarchy struggling to remain relevant, this relatability is invaluable. Emotional intelligence, the hidden weapon of leadership. Leadership is not just about authority, it's about empathy. In this realm, Sofía often shines. Her emotional expressiveness, sensitivity, and social awareness suggest a high level of emotional intelligence. She appears more approachable, more responsive, more adaptable, more emotionally attuned. Leonor, though deeply disciplined, often appears guarded, as though carrying the invisible weight of the crown. Both styles have strengths, but modern leadership increasingly values empathy over authority. Pressure, the crown's greatest burden. Leonor has carried the pressure of kingship since infancy. She knows her mistakes will be magnified. Her choices will shape history. Her private life will never be fully hers. This pressure builds extraordinary discipline, but also emotional restraint. Sofía, free from this immediate burden, displays relaxed confidence, natural curiosity, greater spontaneity. Ironically, Sofía's freedom may allow her to develop emotional resilience without constant stress, an advantage in long-term leadership roles. Media attention, spotlight versus shadow. Leonor lives under a constant spotlight. Every movement, word, and facial expression is analyzed. Sofía, while still famous, enjoys a softer media presence. This allows Sofía to experiment, grow naturally, make mistakes privately, build confidence organically. Leonor, in contrast, must maintain perfection at all times. Sibling dynamic, partnership over rivalry. Despite constant comparisons, there is no evidence of rivalry between the sisters. In fact, their relationship appears deeply supportive. Sofía often stands just behind Leonor, not in competition, but in solidarity. Their dynamic suggests a future monarchy built on collaboration, not conflict. Leonor leads. Sofía supports. Together, they form a balanced leadership model that blends authority and empathy. The constitutional reality, why Leonor will rule. Spain follows absolute primogeniture, meaning the firstborn child inherits the throne regardless of gender. This makes Leonor the unquestionable future queen. Sofía, no matter how capable, cannot supersede this. However, constitutional limitations do not define leadership influence. History shows that second-in-command royals often become the emotional heart of monarchy. And Sofía may be destined for exactly that role. Who is more prepared? The real answer. If preparation means formal training, institutional discipline, constitutional authority, and military leadership, then Princess Leonor is undeniably more prepared to rule. She has been trained since childhood, educated in leadership, conditioned for responsibility, molded for command. But if preparation means emotional intelligence, public connection, modern relatability, and cultural diplomacy, then Infanta Sofía may quietly surpass expectations. She brings emotional warmth, social ease, global awareness, human connection. The future of Spain's monarchy, two sisters, one vision. Spain's monarchy does not rest on one young woman alone. Its future lies in the partnership between Leonor and Sofía. Leonor will rule. Sofía will connect. Leonor will command. Sofía will inspire. Leonor will lead. Sofía will humanize. Together, they represent a monarchy evolving for the 21st century. Final verdict: a crown for one, influence for both. So who is more prepared to rule Spain? Princess Leonor holds the crown, but Infanta Sofía holds the hearts. And in a modern monarchy, hearts matter just as much as crowns. As Spain steps into a new era, these two sisters may redefine royal leadership, not as a solitary power, but as a shared mission. And perhaps, years from now, history will not remember only the queen. It will remember the sisters who changed the monarchy together.